Welcome back to Toledo's most fun, local, and positive 9 a.m. show, Good Day. And there's nothing more local than something that's happening in Bowling Green this weekend.
The two local universities face off in the Battle of I-75. The Falcons host the Rockets this Saturday at the Doit. Bowling Green State University's athletic director, Derek Vandermeer, is with us this morning. And in all openness, we will chat with you, Toledo, later this week, but you're here first.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you picked the right team for this.
Well, you're hosting this year, and you're coming off of a win last year.
Hey, great win. To go into Toledo and get the win is always important. But it's been back and forth. We've had a hard time winning at home in the last couple of years, both Toledo and us. So this is the day of reckoning. Our overall record is 43-42 with Toledo having one more win than we do. So it's time to balance the scales again.
Yeah. So how is the team preparing? Clearly, they have a very big name at the helm there with Eddie George this year coming to coach the team. How is that going? How are they getting ready?
It's going really well. I mean, both teams are coming off of bye weeks, so both teams have the same amount of rest. And I can tell you that more so than any other point, I think that we're ready for the game. We are both truly ready. I think that both teams have done a great job of preparing for this. I know that when you look at what Coach George has done with his team, he's brought in the right group of people. They really represent his values. He's got a very strong value system. The value system is he really builds on team first and the identity of this program, and he's not willing to compromise that. You can really see a team that likes to play together and likes to be together.
Yeah, very cool to see that dynamic in the locker room.
I mean, Saturday, Bowling Green, that's the place to be, honestly.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a full house. So get there early. It's a noon game, so you may want to get into the parking lots early. Get up at 5 a.m. Start your breakfast scrambles and get to the stadium early. And the reason why is we can just already start to see with ticket sales that this is going to be a great matchup, but a great experience for all of our fans.
Now I got to ask this question: are they coming out to see the team, or are they coming out to see Pudge?
I don't know the true answer to that yet. I can tell you that the engagement and social media engagement around Pudge, when we hired Eddie George, it was 1 billion media impressions. Within 2 weeks, we had 4 billion media impressions. Pudge is right there. It's neck and neck with Eddie George right now. So that's a good experience.
I mean, have you got to meet him? Have you had the pleasure?
I have. I've had the pleasure to hold him. I'm allergic to cats as well.
Same.
Coach George.
Coaches too.
But you got to hold Pudge. I mean, he's one of a kind.
He's worth it.
He is absolutely
He's worth the sneezing and itching. Yeah.
Pudge may be the good luck charm this year for you guys.
You know what? The thing is, George Carlson, his owner, who's one of our long snappers, great individual, great human being. It's just they're both very much class acts, in both Pudge and him. They're accessible, they're friendly, they're warm, they're caring. I think it truly reflects kind of what our program is and our community is something that's very special. And both of them are they kind of just reflect who and what we are as a university.
Well, hopefully Pudge is getting some cat naps in, because it's going to be a big day on Saturday, and it's going to be early, as you mentioned. You did mention it's been going back and forth the last few years, and it doesn't seem like home territory necessarily means a whole lot when it comes to winning this football game. Why does it seem like no matter what the record is or how the teams are playing, this particular game it's just up in the air?
That's called a rivalry. Plain and simple. I think I've played in great rivalries, and one of the things that is unique about this one is that everybody's excited for the game. It doesn't make a difference what your record is. It doesn't make a difference how good one team is or how the matchup is. When everything's on the line, it means more to both teams. And it's great to see this go back and forth over the years, because it truly reflects what we are as communities. We're 20 miles up the road. We truly are two unique communities, but we're interrelated. All of our fans and our alumni live within each other's communities, and so I think that's what makes this such a special experience for everybody that attends the game.
I went to a MAC school also. I went to OU. I know, but our rivalry was U-Miami, and it's the same exact thing where they're both good, they're both bad at certain things, but when they come together, it's just that sense of pride for whether it's BG or UT, and it's just that sense of community and excitement throughout the entire
And that's why you have green pillows out here.
We're neutral.
Okay, gotcha. It truly is. You live and breathe it each and every day, and these communities both live and breathe it. And it's even driving through my neighborhood, I do see a couple cars that have Toledo stickers on their cars, and in Bowling Green, I'm like, what are you doing?
Funny.
So I think that rivalry rivalry and spirit kind of bleeds into how people live and kind of experience our individual communities.
What
So.
will fans experience when they come out to the game?
Well, you know, one of the things that, you know, we have a Hall of Fame weekend this weekend as well. So we have Scotty Hamilton coming back and being recognized.
Big deal.
I know it's going to be, you know, he is such a big part of our Bowling Green community. We're so proud of all he achieved throughout his skating career. So he's coming back. Omar Jacobs, one of our former football players, will be recognized. Greg Campy played both football and basketball. You know, one of the longest serving head basketball coaches in Division I. So we have this great, and a lot of other great alumni that are coming back this weekend. We have the 1985 team that's coming back to be, they're having their anniversary for their championship. So it's a lot of great things happening in our community, and what you're going to see is a lot of alumni, a lot of community. They're coming out early, celebrating this, and students. The more importantly is our student experience. We have had amazing attendance. Close to 6,000 students per game have been coming out.
Wow.
And you know, it really is breaking all the records that we've ever had. And I'm going to tell you something that wait till this weekend. We've had to kind of allocate additional seating for our students. Our students are always the priority at Bowling Green, and so making sure that we kind of, you know, we closed off general admission sales because we want to make sure that every student has a chance to come and experience what's going to happen on Saturday at Doyle Prairie Stadium.
I love that. Plus, there's a trophy involved between you two.
There
right?
is. There is a trophy.
You have it right now.
And we do, and we want to hold on to that trophy. We're not going to give that up easy.
Do you want anybody to wear a specific color?
You better wear orange.
Orange.
You know,
Okay.
we leave, you know, it's fall, it's, you know,
Yeah.
you got to make sure everybody understands this is a rivalry that's played at the perfect time of the year when orange is the primary color, right? So come to the stadium, wear orange, and make sure you support this team this weekend.
All right.
Also,
noon
I gotta
kickoff.
say, he moved our pumpkins around.
I did. Orange had to be in
The
front.
orange front and
Dominant.
center.
pumpkin.
Yeah.
Well, good luck on Saturday. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity.